These weapons built empires. They crushed armies, and some of them still shape warfare today. Not medieval, not Roman, ancient Greece. And this is where it all began. Section 1. Foundations of Greek Warfare. Dory, Hoplite spear. This wasn't just a spear, it was a system. Over 7 feet long, used in tight formation, shield to shield, spear to spear. What made it deadly wasn't the blade, it was discipline. One hoplite alone was vulnerable. Thousands together, unbreakable. And here's the twist. The back spike wasn't decoration. It finished fallen enemies, or kept the spear fighting when the tip snapped. This weapon didn't win duels, it won wars. Aspis, Hoplite shield. This shield weighed over 15 pounds, massive, curved, personal. It didn't just protect you, it protected the man next to you. Lose your spear, you could still fight. Lose your shield, you endangered the entire formation. That's why Spartans said, come back with it or on it. This shield turned individual fighters into a single moving wall, and that changed warfare forever. Xiphos, short sword, the backup weapon that killed up close. When spears broke, this came out. Short, double-edged, brutal. Perfect for stabbing into gaps. No fancy swings, no dueling, just fast kills in crowded chaos. But here's what made it scary. You only used it when the fight was already desperate. If you saw a Xiphos raised, the fight was already bloody. Bronze greaves and armor. Early Greek armor was heavy, bronze plates, no flexibility, so soldiers couldn't run far, couldn't chase. That's why Greek battles were short, violent, decided in minutes. Armor forced combat to be direct, face to face, no retreat. This wasn't just protection, it dictated the entire battle style.
Section 2. Standard/mass-used weapons. Greek bow. Greek archers weren't flashy, but they were feared. Simple wooden bows, short range, fast reload. What made them dangerous? Volume. Arrows broke formations, forced shields up, created openings. And here's the twist. Archers didn't need to win battles. They softened armies before the real killing began. Silent, relentless, and impossible to ignore. Javelin, akantion. Light, cheap, easy to throw. Greek skirmishers carried several. They didn't stand and fight. They harassed, retreated, struck again. The real danger wasn't the hit, it was the disruption. A single javelin could break rhythm, break confidence, break formation. And once order collapsed, heavy infantry moved in. Sling. This was terrifyingly simple. A leather strap, a stone, deadly force. Experienced slingers could hit at extreme range, with enough power to shatter bone. And here's what made it worse. You rarely saw the projectile. No warning, no sound, just impact. This weapon killed generals, not just soldiers. Kopis. Curved forward, heavy at the tip. This blade didn't poke, it cleaved. One swing could break shields, crush limbs, end fights instantly. Cavalry loved it, so did mercenaries. Why? Because fear spreads fast when bodies fall in pieces. This wasn't elegant, it was brutally effective.
Section 3. Elite specialized weapons. Spartan dory, shortened spear variant. Spartans didn't fight like everyone else. Their spears were often shorter, easier to control, faster in tight spaces. Why? Because Spartans trained from childhood. They didn't rely on reach, they relied on precision. And here's the scary part. They aimed for faces, throats, and groins. No wasted motion, no hesitation. This wasn't a mass weapon. It was a professional's tool. Kopis versus machaira, elite blades. These blades looked similar. They weren't. The kopis was heavy, designed to chop through armor. The machaira was lighter, faster, better for repeated strikes. Elite fighters chose based on style, power, or speed. But the twist? Both caused psychological damage. Wounds were ugly, visible, terrifying. These swords didn't just kill, they broke morale. Greek cavalry spear, Xyston. Greek cavalry was rare, which made it dangerous. Long spear, fast horse, sudden impact. They didn't charge walls, they hunted flanks. One strike, then gone. And here's what made it effective. Infantry couldn't react fast enough. By the time you turned, you were already hit. Corinthian helmet. This helmet was iconic. Full face coverage, narrow eye slits, almost no expression. From a distance, Greek soldiers looked identical, emotionless, inhuman. That mattered. Enemies didn't see men, they saw machines. The helmet restricted vision, but it amplified fear. And fear wins battles. Section 4. Psychological, fear-based weapons. Labrys, double-bladed axe. This wasn't common, and that's why it was terrifying. 2 blades, wide swings, pure visual dominance. Even before impact, it sent a message. This fight will be violent. It wasn't about speed, it was about presence. When enemies saw it raised, they hesitated, and hesitation gets you killed. War horns and battle cries. Greek armies didn't advance silently. Horns blasted, shields struck together, thousands shouted in unison. The noise hit first, then the soldiers. Heart rate spiked, orders became hard to hear, fear spread. And here's the key. Many battles were decided before the first strike. Sound broke courage, and courage mattered more than steel. Shield wall advance. A solid wall of bronze. Slow, unstoppable, no gaps, no emotion. Enemies watched it approach and realized escape was shrinking. This wasn't chaos, it was controlled pressure. And once contact happened, panic replaced strategy. That's how morale collapsed. Section 5. Engineering masterpieces and legacy weapons. Trireme engineering system. This wasn't just a ship, it was a machine. 3 levels of rowers, perfect timing, precise coordination. One mistake and the ship lost speed. But when it worked, nothing could catch it. This design dominated naval warfare for centuries. Modern naval tactics still echo what Greeks perfected here. Early Greek siege tools. Simple ramps, battering structures, controlled pressure. Nothing fancy, but extremely effective. These tools forced cities to rethink defense. Walls got higher, gates got stronger. And here's why it mattered. War stopped being about open fields. It moved into cities. Greek fire precursors. Ancient Greeks experimented with burning compounds, pitch, oil, resins. They didn't perfect Greek fire, but they planted the idea. Fire that sticks, fire that spreads. That concept alone changed naval thinking forever. Hoplite warfare legacy. Formations, discipline, shared protection. That all started here. Roman legions copied it. Medieval armies adapted it. Modern units still use its principles. This wasn't just ancient combat, it was the blueprint. These weapons didn't just fight wars, they defined how wars are fought. And once you see them, history never looks the same.